Is Norm Macdonald still funny? Let's find out. Norm Macdonald, man, I have done a lot of comedians on this channel, and I have to give Norm Macdonald his praise because the savageness is just not matched, you know. I love that dark humor, and he's like the king of it, okay? Tell me why you guys love Norm Macdonald in the comments. I always love to hear a good story, all right? Let's get this video to 2,500 likes or better. And here's Norm Macdonald on alcoholism.
Although my buddy, I did want to say one thing about my buddy Richie, who has a disease. And, but it's an interesting disease he has. He has the disease of alcoholism. And he came to me, you know, and he told me, and I like to look, I'm the kind of guy who likes to look at the bright side of things, you know. So I told him, I said, Richie, it's true that you have a disease and everything, but I think you got the best one. It's the only disease where you get to drink booze all the time. I haven't looked at every medical journal, but I believe it's the only disease where you can constantly drink booze. As a matter of fact, that is the disease. You know, and I don't think Richie would think if he had a disease. Like, I don't think Richie would go to my Uncle Bert, go, hey, I understand you got bowel cancer. Ah, man, I know how you feel. I gotta drink a lot of booze. Those diseases, they're tough, those diseases, huh, Uncle Bert? Hey, what's your symptoms, Uncle Bert? Well, my bowel, I got blood pouring out of it all the time. I got bowel blood pouring out, gushing out of my bowel, almost nonstop. And I got searing, clawing pains, ripping, tearing, you know, mind-screeching bowel pains. And they're combined with aching, dull, soul-deadening bowel pain. Those are basically my symptoms. How about you? I get happy. And, you know.
Look, no, first off, I gotta definitely I need everybody to write F cancer in the comments, man. I always make everybody do that, man. It's a terrible one for everybody, number one. No disease is good at all. If you're dealing with something, here's a call out for you right now. Deal with it. It's the best part right now in the middle of a comedy reaction is to tell you to deal with it, you know? And I want everybody, if you agree, write it in the comments so some people could get some motivation. And if we didn't learn anything from Norm, we learned, deal with it. It is what it is. What'd he say? Look on the bright side.
Basically my symptoms. How about you? I get happy. And, you know, I tend to be able to talk to people easier, I find. Sometimes I will meet a lady at a bar, got the same disease as I do, and I'll fuck her. But that's in the latter stages of the disease, Uncle Bert. You gotta realize that. You know what I mean, Uncle Bert? But no, but listen, man, I don't minimize what he does though, because he admits that he's an alcoholic and that he's weaker than a bottle, and that ain't easy to do. I couldn't do any of that shit. I'm too proud, you know what I mean? I got too much pride, you know, like they say in the scriptures, pride goeth before the fall, you know, and he can somehow, you know, it's a very beautiful thing he does. He goes to Alcoholics Anonymous and he says right in front of them, he says, you know, he goes in front of a whole room full of people and he says, I am an alcoholic, you know. Which I know does not sound that anonymous. I didn't name the group, but it sounds like the exact opposite of anonymous. Whatever.
Hold on, real quick, hold on, because he just made me think about it. Why do they call it Alcohol Anonymous? Does anybody know? Like, does anybody know why do they call it Alcohol Anonymous? Like, it's not like you walking out the back of a room. You're really gonna walk out of a door, and the top says Alcoholics Anonymous. So
I didn't name the group, but sounds like the exact opposite of anonymous. Whatever.
He's right, though. He's right. He is right.
Like, to me, the alcoholics that, you know, the anonymous alcoholics, to me, would be like you guys. I don't fucking know. I can't tell, you know? But once you tell a whole church basement full of people, your cover's pretty well blown. But anyways, it still requires a lot of... The only thing they seem to be anonymous about, from the way I can gather it, is they won't tell you their last names. Anything else goes, you know? But not the last name. No, no. Sometimes they'll say the first, like they'll go, I am Richie and I am an alcoholic, or the first initial. They'll say, my name is Richie K and I am an alcoholic. Then anything goes. They're like, one time I remember I was under the influence of the demon rum and I started punching my newborn in the face.
Yo, what is wrong with this man, bro? Please, what is wrong with this man? Yo, only Norm. Only Norm. I already knew I was going to get a tear in my eye.
Punching my newborn in the face.
Hold on, you bring it back.
Goes. They're like, one time I remember I was under the influence of the demon rum and I started punching my newborn in the face. I looked down at my fist and it was all bloody with, I don't know what it was. It was either from my knuckles or my son's skull. Yeah. I'm not telling you my last name. That's none of your beeswax. As far as I'm concerned, a man should have a little, you know. Ever tell you about the time I blew a dog for a pint of gin? Oh, yeah, I did tell you. First initial's K, I'll give you that much. Richie K, but I'm not going to tell you the last letters. Plus, you can memorize my face. But other than that, I would like to keep this completely anonymous. If there was just a way I could... And what better way to keep a secret, when you think about it, than tell a room full of drunks? That's not going any place, you know? As soon as the guy has a relapse, hey, Richie blew a dog for a pint of gin. He told a whole bunch of us. I mean, I understand the dog had some gin. What are you going to do? Oh, yeah. Richie K. You know Richie K?
He said Richie K.
But I don't drink myself, you know. It's not because I'm no big guy. I'm just afraid, you know. I fear everything, you know. And so I'm afraid to and stuff. But I used to. Now I don't drink. And when you're with people that drink, it doesn't work out. That's why that designated driver thing, I don't think ever worked out. I see ads for it again, like I think they're trying to resurrect that idea. But it's kind of a flawed notion, you know. It's like, hey, Bill, listen. We were wondering if you'd come out with us. Here's the idea. We want to go out and drink. And then we were hoping you'd come with us and not drink. How's that sound to you? We're going to go to a bunch of different bars and drink, and then you come with us and not drink. Also, we're not going to be...
Hold on. I need designated driver stories in the comments, man. Tell me them crazy designated driver stories where you ended up being a designated driver to make sure everybody was straight. And shout out to you. You are the real champion. You really are.
We're going to go to a bunch of different bars and drink, and then you come with us and not drink. Also, we're not going to be driving. You're going to pick us up at our different houses, go to a bunch of bars, not drink while we drink, and then drive us all home. How's that sound to you? How's that catch you?
Oh, my God.
I was like, I don't know. What's the catch? It sounds too good. For some sort of...
What's wrong with it?
But I don't drink, and if you don't drink, I'll tell you something, bars are not a lot of fun because, you know, when you think about it, fucking all, you know, all it is you're just sitting at a big oak table for 4 hours. That's not fun unless you're drunk. And then everybody else be drinking, you know what I mean? So their fun is going up and up and up, you know? It's rising. Their fun is escalating while your fun is staying exactly the same. And then by the end of the night, you don't even know what the fuck they're laughing about. Just everybody's laughing. And then they start resenting you for it. I've seen that, man. Drunk people do not want a not drunk guy there. I know that. I've been there so many times. It always ends the same. Guy comes up to you and goes, "Hey, what's the matter with you? Cheer up. Ah." Then you're like, "Oh, no, I'm having a good time, too." Don't take a wild swing at me when I'm not looking. I'll be driving you home later. This is a lot of fun.
Oh my God. Listen. Listen. Norm Macdonald. Comedy is supposed to, let me fix my camera. Hold on. Get myself together. Comedy is supposed to leave you like this. If you watch somebody's comedy special and you are not like this, you have not done your job. Norm, rest in peace to you, Norm, and thank you, Norm. Make sure y'all thank Norm in the comments. If you have any other suggestions, give it to me in the comments. I'm at 42,000. Let's get to 1 million, and I'll see y'all on the next one.